husky was dangling a grenade, swaying as it approached the group, wanting to show off the great thing it found. The group looked down, and in an instant, felt the call of death. The police captain, snapping back to reality, quickly led the group away from the spot, and called for the SWAT team leader, XIA Chun-sheng, and a bomb disposal expert. The bomb disposal expert stopped to assess the situation, about half a meter away from the grenade. Captain, it's a Type 60-9 wooden handle grenade, probably left over from the war. But on this grenade, there's also a puddle of unknown transparent liquid. Captain XIA, that transparent liquid is probably the husky's drool. Hearing Su Yuan's words, XIA Chun-sheng was visibly taken aback. Looking down, he saw a husky sitting beside Su Yuan, nostrils flared, looking at everyone as if they were fools. In that case, let's find a place to detonate it. Under the arrangement of the armed police, the grenade was detonated in a remote location. With a loud bang, the explosion was quite powerful. Just as the group was feeling a sense of lingering fear, the sound of barking came again. Turning to look, they saw the husky with a rope in its mouth, dragging a green box behind it. Su Yuan looked at the box, frowning deeply. He had a bad feeling about this. Captain XIA, doesn't that box look a bit odd? I.E. Chun-sheng looked over puzzled. Upon seeing the box the husky was dragging, he was first stunned, then turned pale. Stop it, make it stop now. That's a military supply box. As the husky dragged the box wildly, sparks could faintly be seen flying from it. Without hesitation, Su Yuan rushed forward, yanking the rope off the dog's neck in one swift motion. This is something fun. That can explode, with a loud boom. Blow your head off. Do you want your life or not? How dare you dig this thing? Under Su Yuan's scolding, XIA Chun-sheng had already arranged for the armed police to approach again. Still the same anti-riot armed police as before. He carefully approached, then opened the box. Holy crap, Captain, they're all wooden handled grenades. About 30 of them. Gasped in shock. 30 wooden handled grenades. If these accidentally exploded, everyone present would meet their great-grandmothers. Everyone retreat 200 meters. Detonate on sight. The leftover grenades. The most feared is loose fuses. No one knows when this thing might blow. Preemptive detonation is the best solution. Soon everyone evacuated the spot. Air has squatted beside Su Yuan, eyes sparkling as he watched the bomb disposal expert. So fun, with a loud boom. Gonna dig more later. Damn, this guy can still dig. What did it find in the mountains? No way. Gotta follow and see later. A loud explosion. 30 grenades detonated simultaneously. The power was tremendous, even producing a huge mushroom cloud on sight. His eyes gleamed with excitement, wondering how spectacular it would be. When that big thing in the mountain explodes, while nobody's paying attention, time to slip away. Erha turned around, quietly ran off from Su Yuan's side. Su Yuan looked towards Captain XIA. Their eyes met. Both nodded in agreement. Seems Captain XIA shared his thoughts. XIA Chun-sheng waved his hand. Lead the team following Su Yuan. Soon arrived at the woods by the zoo. Not far away, Erha was hard at work by a large pit, digging with a clatter, splashing mud everywhere. Su Yuan and XIA Chun-sheng didn't interfere. Just stood by watching. It didn't take long. Erha finished his business. Another big one. A bit too heavy. Can't lift it. Erha tugged for a long time but couldn't pull it out. Had to go into the hole. Started pushing desperately with all 4 limbs. Su Yuan and the others weren't planning to help. Just watched from a distance. As they watched, they saw a sharp tip emerging from the hole, followed by a cylindrical body, and finally for large-tail fins. The two exchanged glances, both seeing terror in each other's eyes. This thing should be an aerial bomb. Su Yuan couldn't hold back any longer. Jumped out directly. Stop, don't move. Pushing hard inside the hole, was startled. Lost his footing. The bomb half pushed out. Clanged back into the hole. XIA Chun-sheng exclaimed in shock. Pulled Su Yuan down to the ground. The other armed police didn't hesitate either. Dropped flat on the ground. Omirha, with clear yet foolish eyes, looked at everyone. What's this all about? Worshipping me? Rise, my loyal subject. Su Yuan lay for a long time. Didn't hear the bomb explode, but heard Erha's wild words. Rushed over and kicked Erha. Damn you. Erha ran far away holding his butt, ignoring the guy. Su Yuan approached the hole. XIA Chun-sheng and the armed police had already surrounded it. The bomb disposal officer was inspecting the bomb. Captain, it seems to be a dud. Never mind if it's a dud or not. Just detonate it. Blow it up right in the hole. It might be a dud bomb. On site detonation is the safest. Soon, the area around the bomb was packed with explosives. These are explosives used for mountain blasting, with tremendous power. More than enough to detonate the bomb. Later, under XIA Chun-sheng's arrangement, everyone retreated 1 kilometer away. Once everything was set, a loud boom echoed once again, under the deafening sound. A massive mushroom cloud rose into the sky. Even from the Liu Wei, Su Yuan felt a wave of heat hit his face. After waiting for a while, confirming there was no danger, Su Yuan took a shovel and followed XIA Chun-sheng and others back to the scene. The explosion had created a huge crater at the center. about 7 or 8 meters wide. The originally yellow soil was now charred black. The power was unimaginable. Su Yuan and the others exclaimed a few words, picked up shovels and started digging to fill the crater. Just then, a faint movement came from beneath the soil, near the edge of the crater. Su Yuan frowned and crouched down, listening carefully to the source of the sound. Soon he located it. Just as he picked up the shovel to dig and see, the ground suddenly bulged, and the soil collapsed, followed by a head emerging from the dirt. The sudden appearance of a person startled Su Yuan. He swung the shovel instinctively. A crisp sound echoed through the mountain forest. Judging by the sound alone, it was a good head. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Who would have thought someone would suddenly pop out like that? This should count as self-minus defense, right? Well, damn, I didn't know either. Let's pull him out first. Xia Chun-sheng directed his men to carefully drag the person out. This person was quite strange too, dressed in all minus black night attire, even had a hood covering the head. He doesn't look like a good person at first glance. Take off this guy's head covering. It's a typical Asian face, but with a small mustache on the upper lip. Ah, how come it's a little Japanese?